Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters. Welcome to my new video on Jama muzakkar Salem. Today we are going to learn about making plurals of the male nouns, and that's why it is called muzakkar, means we are going to make the plurals of the male nouns. And there are rules and there are certain things that you have to keep in mind in order to make the plurals of the male's nouns. And after that I'll be doing the inna and its sisters, and now how the sisters are joined with the pronouns and what type of pronouns it will be added. Since it's a particle, it will be added with the first category pronouns. And do you remember that we did about the pronouns, attached pronouns? There are two types, the first category and the second category. So the first categories are attached with the particles and the harf jar. So let's see how they are attached. So let's begin with the plurals of Jama muzakkar Salim. So let's see how they are made into plurals. Let's check the three types of plural in Arabic language or Arabic grammar. The first one here is the sound masculine plural, which I'm going to cover in this video. And this sound masculine plural is all about making a male noun into plural. What letters are being added to make it into a plural. And the second one here is the sound feminine plural, as the name suggests. This is in this section you're going to learn about making a feminine noun into plural and by adding some letters to the singular noun. And the third type of plural is the broken plural. So this name broken or taksir, as Jama, you know, it means plural, and taksir comes from the verb, triliteral verb kasara, means he broke. And from this verb comes the word taksir, means broken. So now let's check the Jama muzakkar Salim, what it is. So now we will see and learn what is Jama muzakkar Salim. There are four important points and you should know before making a Jama muzakkar Salim. So what are those? So let's see. It's about what is Jama muzakkar Salim. It's about making a plural. You have to make a noun into plural, and what kind of noun it should be? It should be a masculine human noun. Okay, referring only to humans. Only by a specific rule. There is a specific rule and you have to follow that in order to make a Jama muzakkar Salim. So the next question you may think about is, what is that rule? What rule do we have to follow in making the noun into Jama muzakkar Salim? So by adding, remember, the male nouns, male human nouns are made into plural by adding letters. And what are those letters? Waw and noon at the end of the masculine noun. So it is added only at the end. So it is a suffix actually. Then why is it called sound plurals? Why is it named sound? Why is it named Salim at the end? Salim means something that is good, intact, and not being touched or not being broken or not being changed. So because the nouns remains intact, and there is only addition of the two letters at the end of the noun. So the noun is actually intact. It has not been touched or broken, or the structure is not changed. So can we apply the same rule to any other noun? For example, if you want to make a plural, but the noun might be non-living, a noun might be something else like it's not a male noun. So in this case, there are exceptions. There are always exceptions. But in this case, there are exceptions and we are going to learn about that exception called mulhaq. So inshallah, we will do that later. But first of all, let's see how the nouns are made into Jama muzakkar Salim. In this table, there are three columns, and the first column is of single nouns, and the second column shows you the Jama muzakkar Salim of the nouns in marfu case, and the third one shows the mansoob and majroor case. So here you can see the change of letters in marfu. When it's in marfu, what are you going to add as a suffix? Waw, wa noon. In mansoob and majroor case, what are you going to add as a suffix? Ya wa noon. I should have mentioned this earlier in my previous slide, but here you can see in mansoob and majroor, the letters have changed from waw to ya wa noon. And in all the Jama Muzakkar Salim here, in Marfu case and in Mansoob and Majroor case, you can see the red color noon with fatha. So what is this noon, and does it have any work in conjugation or eraab? No, totally no. This noon is called noon zaida. From zaida you mean it's extra. It does not have any work in the eraab, in conjugation. It just comes because of the sound of tanween. And when there are rules with this extra noon, and I will do this later in the slides. So first of all, I would like to explain, if you see in this first row, there are nouns, but there are different kind of nouns. The first three noun is simple nouns with all the sahi letter at the end. Sahi letter means except the weak letters. All the letters are called Sahih. What are the weak letters? Alif, Waw, and Ya. So you see in all these three nouns, there are no weak letters. They are all Sahih letters. And this noun is a bit different because it is ending with the Ya and Shadda. So, and the last three nouns are totally different because they are ending with weak letter at the end. The first of all, it's ending with a weak letter ya. The second, last two, is ending with the alif makhsura. So this is also a weak letter. And now we will see the first one, salih. So they have not given any haraka over the last letter. So it might be a tanween damatain, might be a fathatain or a kasratain. So if you see the noun in marfu case, what will you do? You will add the waw wa noon. Then if you see if there is a fathatain or a kasratain, what will you do? You will add the suffix ya wa noon at the end. So in adding, do you see any changes in the structure of the noun? The structure remains as it is, intact. There is no changes in the structure. That's why they are called sound, Salem. So the next noun, mu'min, there is a Sahih letter at the end. So simple, when there is a Sahih letter, you have to add just Waw wa Noon. It's as simple as that. And in all these Jama Muzakkars, do you see any haraka over the Waw? This shows that this Waw is a long vowel. And you know that if Waw comes as a long vowel, it comes with the previous letter having the corresponding haraka. So Waw goes with Dhamma, Alif goes with Fatha, Ya goes with Kasra. So when Waw comes, you will see the previous letter having a Dhamma, single Dhamma. So the Tanween Dhamma has been removed, and since Waw has come, so it will have only a single Dhamma on the previous letter. So as soon as you make it into Mansoob and Majroor, what happens? The long vowel Ya comes. So if there is a Ya, so it will go along with Kasra. The previous letter will have a Kasra. So that's why there is a Kasra. So you will not judge with the Kasra that if there is a kasra in the previous letter before the ya, it should be in majroor case. No, you should not judge it with the kasra letter, but you should know the position in the sentence, and that's how you're going to judge whether the noun is in mansoob or majroor. If it's in the position of maf'ul bihi, then it's in mansub. If it's after the harf jar, then it's in ism majroor. So you should not judge with the kasra only. You should judge the noun, the position of the noun by the position in the sentence. So now you see mu'minun and mu'minin. Since it is having a long vowel ya, so it will go along with kasra. So the last letter noon of the noun will have a kasra. Similarly, Muslim will go along with the waw and the last letter mim will have a dhamma. So it becomes Muslimun in marfu and Muslimin with a kasra under the mim or the last letter of the noun and the long vowel ya and noon as a suffix of Jama muzakkar salim in mansub and majroor case. Now we see this noun. It's a bit different because it's having a ya and a shadda at the end. So there is nothing, no change in the suffix or the haraka, but there is a slight to pay attention with a double ya. So in marfu there is no change. You will follow the rules along. The nabiyun, when it becomes jama muzakkar, it becomes nabiyun. So the ya is still having a shadda with the single dhamma and waw wa noon. What happens in mansub and majroor? The structure remains the same. There is no change in the structure. The shadda remains the same. The kasra is there. So you can see the kasra below the shadda. You can either put the kasra below the shadda or you can put the kasra below the ya. So there is two yas, the letter ya from the spelling of the nabi with the shadda, and there is another ya of the suffix of the jama muzakkar. So you should not get confused with these two yas. Now we come to the three nouns here which are having a weak letter at the end. So the first one is having ya as a weak letter. So let's see how it changes. So in marfu it becomes muttaqoon. The ya has been deleted, and in mansub and majroor it becomes muttaqeen. So I will explain in detail in my next slide. So let's just see the structure. A'la, the alif makhsura at the end has been dropped, and what happens in marfu case? A'launa. So there is a slight change in the structure, we will see later. And in mansub majroor, a'layna, there is a fatha over the lam, as you can see here. In Mustafa, Mustafa comes from the verb istafa, means to choose. So Mustafa gives the meaning of the chosen one. Mustafaina, the weak letter has been dropped, becomes Mustafaina, Mustafauna in marfu and Mustafaina in mansub and majroor. So let's see in details the change of structure when it becomes Jama muzakkar salim. So now let's check some special rules regarding the special nouns here. So the first noun here is with the weak letter ya. As I said, there are weak letters. So what happens in order to make it into Jama muzakkar, you need to follow some special rules. And that is when you see the weak letter, it gets deleted. It's subtracted from the noun. And now what do you get? Muttaqi, qaf with the kasra and the ya is deleted. And now if you want to make it into Jama muzakkar salim marfu case, what happens? You have to add the suffix waw wa noon. So the moment waw comes, the long vowel comes, what happens? This kasra is removed and a dhamma is given over the qaf. So that's why I have highlighted this letter qaf, that is the last letter of the noun now after the deletion of the weak letter, and then addition of the suffix for the marfu case. Now, when you want to make it into mansub and majroor, what happens? The ya and noon suffix comes, and when the long vowel ya comes, what happens? The last letter of the noun gets a kasra because the ya goes along with the kasra. So you need to check the harakas with the special nouns. Whenever you come across a noun with the weak letter, you need to keep these rules in your mind. So as already explained, Nabi with the ya and shadda, there is no change in the structure or the haraka, but you need to keep this in your mind that the ya with shadda remains intact. Only the harakas change due to the addition of long vowel vav and the addition of long vowel ya in the suffix. So when the vav comes, you see the ya with shadda gets a dhamma. And as soon as in mansoob and majroor, what you have to do is that the ya with the shadda gets a kasra here. And in tajweed, when you read this word, you have to stress on this ya which I have highlighted, because there is a shadda. That means there is two yas. The first ya you will read with kasra, and the second ya you will read in marfu case with a dhamma, and in mansoob and majroor case with a kasra again. So in marfu case, what are you going to read? Nabiyyun. You have to stress on the ya. In mansoob majroor, you will read as nabiyyina. So you have to stress on the ya. Now coming to the noun a'la. So in this noun, you see there is a weak letter alif makhsura. What happens after the deletion, subtraction of the weak letter, we get the noun as a'la. So now the last letter is lam with fatha. In case of marfu, means you want to make it into Jama muzakkar Salem, and now you want to add the suffix. So why I have changed the color in green from blue is because I want to show you the changes now. As soon as you want to make it into marfu case, adding the suffix waw and noon, what happens? The last letter lam is still intact with fatha. It's not changed to dhamma. It's not a'luna. It's still a'launa. Even though the weak letter has been subtracted, it has left its mark there. It's not changed. It will remain unchanged, intact. The fatha remains there above the lam. And the other change, why I marked in green, now this vowel is no longer a long vowel. It's now a normal letter coming with a sukoon. What tells us that now it's no longer a long vowel? As soon as you see the haraka over the vowel, that tells us that it's not a long vowel. Now, so now we read it as a'launa. A'launa in marfu case. What about mansoob and majroor case? The lam is still intact with fatha. As I told you that the weak letter alif makhsura has gone, but it has left its mark on the lam and it's intact even in mansoob and majroor case. So you see the lam with fatha is still there, and the ya came, the ya and noon, the suffix came, and now the ya is no longer the long vowel ya. How do we know that? The sukoon over it tells us. So now it's read as a'layna. So we will read it as a'layna. So it will not have a kasra. The fatha will remain intact. So this is with the nouns coming with alif makhsura. Same goes with the noun Mustafa. The moment you see there is a alif makhsura at the end, you have to keep this in your mind, that the last letter that came after the deletion of the weak letter with the fatha, as you can see, I have not given the haraka here. There should be a fatha here. So after deletion of the weak letter alif makhsura, the last letter now is fa with fatha. So now this fatha will not change. What happens in marfu case? You will add the suffix waw wa noon, but it will be no longer the long vowel, and fatha will remain intact on the fa. And it will now be spelled as Mustafauna. And now in mansoob and majroor, it will be Mustafaina. So the fatha is there and it will not be changed throughout in any cases. Now there is an example of a word, a noun, shaitan, and everybody knows what is shaitan. And the plural of this noun is shayateen. So if one sees the structure ya wa noon at the end, I should have highlighted this, but inshallah, anybody who sees ya wa noon might think that it's a Jama muzakkar salim in mansoob and majroor case, but it's not. It's not, because this noun is not a Jama muzakkar salim, but it's a broken plural. What tells us that it's a broken plural? Because you see the structure shaytan, there is a sheen, a ya, a ta, alif and noon. But as in this structure, you will see there is an addition of alif in between. The sheen is there, the ya is there, and there is an addition of alif in between. So this is because the structure of shaitan, the noun shaitan, is broken and there is an addition of a letter. This tells us that it is a Jama taksir and not Jama muzakkar. Because it's not a Jama muzakkar, because if you see the shayateen, our noun is not shayat. Our noun is not shayat. It's not plural. Our singular noun is shaitan, not shayat. Because if you take the singular as shayat, then it will become as shayateen, adding the ya wa noon or waw wa noon. It will become shayatun or shayateen. But this is not our singular noun. Our singular noun is shaitan. So if you want to see, if you want to make out whether it's a Jama Muzakkar or Jama Taksir, you should always look out for the addition of the letter or the deletion of the letter from the structure of the noun. So that's why this noun has been taken, just to tell you that, or show you that there are nouns which are Jama Muzakkar, and there are nouns which are Jama Taksir. It may seem like a Jama Muzakkar, but it's not. So this noun is one of them. So now let's check the other slide. So now we come to the section of Jama Muzakkar Salim, where there is a special case of the nouns called mulhaq. Mulhaq means a kind of addition, extension of this Jama Muzakkar Salim. Now in this section, what happens? In this category, there are nouns which are not human. So this category deals with the nouns that are not human but they are male. So they are also made in plural by adding wawa noon and yawa noon, just like making the Jama Muzakkar Salim here. So let's see all these nouns which fall under this category. So the first one is alam. And these two nouns has been taken together. Why? Because to show the difference between alam and alim. Alam with the fatha over the lam means the world. And when you add waw noon, ya noon, it becomes alamun and alamin. So you might have come across this word many number of times when you read Quran. And alim means the knowledgeable person, the scholar. And when it is made into Jama Muzakkar, what happens? What is it now? Alimun. So you need to check the harakas. So the example for this noun is from Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So there is a fatha alam. So it's the world, Rabb of all the worlds. And then there is a second example. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ خَلْقُ السَّمَوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافُ أَلْسِنَتِكُمْ وَأَلْوَانِكُمْ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِلْعَالِمِينَ. So alim means knowledgeable person. So it's an ayah, sign for the the knowledgeable person or scholars which can see the ayahs or the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then comes the Thalathun, Ishrun. These are all the numbers from 20, 30, 40 till 90. They all follow the Jama muzakkars. So the first one is Salathun. As you can see, it's made into Jama muzakkar by adding waw wa noon, ya wa noon. So simple, in marfu case, it will be waw wa noon, and mansoob and majroor, it will be ya wa noon. So Ishrun and Ishreen. So there is an example here from Quran, from Surah A'raf. وَوَعَدْنَا مُوسَى ثَلَاثِينَ لَيْلَةً وَأَتْمَمْنَاهَا بِعَشْرٍ فَتَمَّ مِيقَاتُ رَبِّهِ أَرْبَعِينَ لَيْلَةً. So you can see أَرْبَعِينَ. So it's in ya wa noon. As you can see the ya wa noon, so it can be in either mansoob or majroor case. So let's check another example. Now another example is ahlun and ahleen, from the noun ahl. Ahl means family, and it is also made into Jama muzakkar by adding waw wa noon and ya wa noon. Banoon comes from ibn, means son, so it's also made into Jama muzakkar by adding the suffix waw wa noon and ya wa noon. And you can see the spelling of the noun ibn has been changed. The alif or the this alif has been removed and it becomes banoon and baneen. Then from sana we have sinoon and sineen, so the structure has been changed here. The ta marbuta has been removed. So you can see it's a feminine noun, but it's following Jama muzakkar salim. So there are some exceptions here. So let's see the examples from al-fath. Here سيقول لك المخلفون من الأعراب شغلتنا أموالنا وأهلنا. So it is here you can see with the wow, and now فاستغفر لنا. So as you can see it's in marfu case with the wow أهلون. And in the next example قال تزرعون سبع سنين. So this is سبع سنين. It's in the number rules. So سبع and سنين is the ma'dud in plural form. And now سبع سنين دأبا فما حسدتم فذروه في سنبله إلا قليلا مما تأكلون. Now next example is for Banoon. يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون. So it's the Banoon here you can see. Then in kana dha malin wa banin. So Banoon is also here in marfu and mansoob case. So lastly, there is this word ulu, means the one who has. And ulu in itself is a Jama. It's a Jama word. And what is the singular? The singular is dhu. And this this is a singular with different letters. So it has the plural of ulu. So you should remember, you can memorize this, that zu is singular and ulu is Jama, and they have different letters in them, but it's made into this. So the way the Arabic words come, we cannot ask questions the way the Arabs have put. We have to take it as it is. So let's check the example. وَلَا يَأْتَلِ أُولُو الْفَضْلِ مِنْكُمْ وَالسَّعَةِ أَنْ يُؤْتُوا أُولِي الْقُرْبَى وَالْمَسَاكِينَ وَالْمُهَاجِرِينَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, from Surah Nur. Now let's check the eraab now. In this table, you can see there are examples of Jama muzakkar when they are in mubtada position or khabar or file, so all these three falls in marfu. Then comes the mansoob. Let's get along with stepwise marfu, mansoob and majroor. So khabar inna, maf'ul bihi, ism inna, all these fall in is mansoob case. Sorry, khabar inna is in marfu. So all these four in this light pink color is in marfu case. Maful bihi and isminna falls in mansub, and the last two in majroor case. So let's see. The first example, al-muslimu salihun. So now if you want to make this singular sentence into Jama muzakkar or Jama, you will change the mubtada al-muslimuna. So when the Jama muzakkar is in mubtada position, how will you check? Will you check it with the harakas? No, you will check with the letters. If it has waw wa noon, know that it's in marfu case, and you check the position of the noun since it's in the starting of the sentence, the mubtada, so it's in marfu case. What about salihun? Now, as I told you that khabar follows mubtada in gender and number, so the khabar will also be changed in number. Since mubtada is plural, you will change the khabar also in plural. So salihun is also in marfu case. Since khabar is also in marfu, so our next example is for khabar. So let's see, al-muslimu sajidun. So if you change the mubtada, the khabar is also going to change. So al-muslimuna sajiduna. Here sajidun is the khabar. How will you know? From number one, from seeing the letters waw wa noon, it's Jama muzakkar, and by seeing the position in the sentence, since it's in the khabar position, so we know that it's in marfu position. Let's check the file position. Sama as-saimu means the fasting person fasted. So this is ismun file, the one who fasts. So sama as-saimun. So how will you check? Number one, waw wa noon. Second, the position of the noun in a sentence. Since it's coming after the verb, just after the verb, so it's in file position. So sama, the verb cannot be changed into plural. It's against the grammar rules for the sentence. There is a rule when you start an Arabic sentence. I repeat, when you start an Arabic sentence, and if the file is plural, you cannot use the verb as plurals. Okay, you have to use the singular form of the verb. So this is the rule for the Arabic sentence. So here the file, it's in file position and it's in marfu. Let's check the khabar inna. Innal musalliya raqi'un. Raqi'un means they are bowing. Innal musalliya raqi'un. Why there is a fatha over it, over the ya? There is also a rule here, but I'm not going over it since it's ism inna. Either you can see a visible fatha over the ya. Raqi'un. So this is our khabar inna, so it's in marfu. When you change it into Jama muzakkar, into plural sentence, so inna remains as it is. You cannot change it because it's a particle, it's mabni. So what will be changed? The sentence al-musallina. Why is it in musallina? Because it's in mansub case. So that's why it will follow the suffix with ya wa noon. And you can check the lam, it's with kasra. Musallina. Raqi'un. So raqi'un is khabar inna. It's in marfu case. Now let's check the maf'ul bihi case. Sami'a ar-rajulu al-mu'adhdhina means the man heard the mu'adhdhin, the one who gives the adhan. Sami'a ar-rajulu al-mu'adhdhinina. So you can either make it into plural ar-rajulu or rijalu, but why they have not changed it into plural? Because the plural of rajul is rijal, which is a broken plural. Since we are doing the examples on Jama muzakkar only, that's why it's not being changed. So let's just concentrate on Jama muzakkar. Al-mu'adhdhinina. Mu'adhdhin, the noon, the last letter remains intact. Now, when it is added with ya wa noon, the haraka is changed. Mu'adhinina. So this mu'adhinina is in maful bihi position. Now, ism inna, let's see the ism inna. Inna sabira fil jannati. So sabira is with fatha. Now you need to make this into plural. Inna sabirina. So how will you judge it's in mansoob and ism inna? Seeing the ya wa noon and seeing the position after inna. Fil jannati. So you need not make this into plural because you should know the meaning of the sentence. Ismun majroor. Now let's see. Nazala al-kitabu ala nabi. So there is the noun with the ya and shadda. So you should remember there are two yas, one from the spelling of the nabi and the other ya from the suffix of the jama muzakkar in mansoob and majroor. Nazala al-kitabu ala nabi. Mudafun ilayhi. Let's see. Qalbul mu'mini rahim. Qalbul mu'mini is idafa and al-mu'min is in the place of mudaf ilayhi. So let's check when it's made into plural. Qalbul, so qalb is not made into plural. There is only one heart. Qalbul mu'minin. Mu'minin. So you can see the ya and noon. Mu'minin. There is a sukoon over the ya. It's a printing mistake. So there shouldn't be because this ya is a long vowel. Qalbul mu'minina rahim. So it's in ism majroor position. How do you know? By the ya and by the position in the sentence. Let's quickly check the rule on the extra noun. And when you come across a noun that is Jama Muzakkar Salim and you want to make it into idafa. So what are the rules? Let's check. For example, here, if you want to say the teachers of the school. So our mudaf is plural. So here you can see mudarrisuna and you need to make it into an idafa with madrasati. So what is the rules then? So the rule is the moment you make it into idafa, the extra noon is deleted or dropped or removed. And what remains now is mudarrisu al-madrasati. So this noon is called noon zaida as I have mentioned earlier, and it does not have any place in conjugation, eraab. So there is no work for this noon with fatha. So the idafa, whenever you see a Jama Muzakkar Salim, the extra noon gets deleted and it becomes Mudarrisul Madrasati. Let's check the Arab of Jama Muzakkar Salim in Marfu case. So when learning Arabic, you should not skip the Arab, the sentences, how you should explain in Arabic the Arab of the sentences or the particular nouns. Al-Muslimuna Salihuna. So when you check, first of all, when doing the Arab, you should check the type of the sentence. So this is our Jumla Ismiya. And the first noun is mubtada. So you will explain mubtada marfu wal amatu raf'ihi al waw. Now you need to say that it is in raf position. That means it's in marfu position. And how do you know it's in marfu position? Al waw. Raf'ihil al waw. لأنه, you have to give your reasons. لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. It's جمع مذكر سالم. And it's in marfu case with wow. And صالح خبر مرفوع والعامة رفعه الواو لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. It's the same eraab. You have to explain and give your proof that it's in marfu case. Why? It's having a waw. Why is it having a waw? Because it's a Jama muzakkar salim. Let's check the other example. قال الكافرون. What did they say? هذا ساحر كذاب. So this is the verbal sentence. قال فعل معادي. كافرون comes after the fail, so falls under the file position. So file is always marfu. And kafiruna is Jama muzakkar salim. How do you know? You have to give your answer by giving your reasons that it's marfu wal amatu raf'ihi al waw. You have to give your reasons and proof that it has a waw. Why does it has a waw? Because it's li'annahu means because. Li'annahu jam' muzakkar salim. هذا اسم الإشارة. It's مبني على سكون في محل رفع مبتدا. Now when we ask why it is مبتدا, because our fail, the verbal sentence ends here with kafirun. And now after this, another new sentence starts here, and this starts with ism, since ism al-ishara falls in ism. So this is our new sentence. So that's why haza is in the position of mubtada. Sahirun is khabar. After mubtada comes khabar. It's also in marfu. And now you need to give reasons that it is with raf in marfu position with dhamma. Why with dhamma? Because it's a mufrad. So now you need to continuously give your reasons that this noun is jama, this noun is muthanna, or this noun is mufrad. You need to give it your answer that it's in jama or muthanna or singular mufrad. So kadhab is khabar thani. So sometimes it may come as khabar thanin. It may come with two khabars. So now it's giving information that it is a magician, or it is also a magician and it is also liar, that he is a person who is a magician and he is also a person who is a liar. So here two informations are coming about a person. So that's why there are two khabars here. خبر ثان مرفوع والعلامة رفعه الضمة لأنه مفرد. You need to give your answer and show the proof that it's mufrad because it's having a dhamma. In this example, it's a bit different. There is a different particle here, anna. And anna is also a sister of inna, and it has the same effect on the sentence. So let's check. Anna minna salihun. So anna is actually, if I can break it down here, anna is actually anna with the shadda and fatha, and there is a fatha on this hamza and there is a noon shadda with fatha. So anna plus the noon al-fa'ilin damir becomes anna. So it's anna, and anna means that. Anna minna salihun, and this min is with min and plus noon al-fa'ilin. So it's minna. So anna is harf tawqid wa nasb, and then we have noon al-fa'ilin damir mabni, and it's in the position of ism anna. So pay attention here. It's not inna, it's ism anna. As you can see, there is a fatha here. So it's anna. And now when anna has come and the damir which comes after it falls under the position of ism anna. So it's in mansub position, and that's why it said mahal nasb. Min harf jar and the noon al-fa'ilin added with min. So after min is the position of ism majroor. That's why this damir falls in the jar position, or you can say ism majroor. And salihun is a jama muzakkar and it's in marfu case. Yes, by seeing the wow, and it's in the position of khabar anna, not inna, khabar anna. Now, when ismi anna has come, you will look for the khabar anna. So this is in marfu case and it's in the position of khabar anna marfu wal amatu raf ihi al wow because it's a jama muzakkar li'annahu because jama muzakkar salim. Now let's check the mansoob case. In mansoob case we have a jumla fi'liya yajzillahu al-muttaqin. So fail, file and maf'ulun bih, it's easy. So yajzi means to give reward. Yajzi, it's in present tense, fail mudari. Allahu lafzul jalala fa'ilun. How do you know? It's in marfu case by seeing the dhamma li'annahu mufrad. Al-muttaqin falls under the position of maf'ul bihi after the file. And how do you know this is in maf'ul bihi mansoob position? By seeing the ya. And you need to give your reasons. Proof. Mansubun wa alamatu nasbihi al-ya li'annahu jama muzakkar salim. The next example is Bashiril mu'minin. Bashir. Now actually Bashir is a command verb with a sukoon. Oh sorry, Bashir. So this is a command verb with a sukoon. But why a kasra has been given here? Because the next noun is with lamat tarif. So you have to connect while reading. So a kasra has been given. And when there is a two sukoon coming, this is a tajweed rule. When two sukoons come and meet together, so one of the sukoon is removed and kasra is given, and this kasra is joined with this sukoon and the hamzatul wasal is cancelled. So you will read as Basharil mu'minin. So that's why there is a kasra. So don't get confused that if it's a verb, then why there is a kasra here. So now let's see. Al-fa'il, Bashir is the command, fa'il amr. That's why you can see a sukoon over the ra. Al-fa'il is now, whenever you come across a fa'il amr, know that always in Arab, you will see the verb Bashir, command, the fa'il amr, then where is the file? File is always hidden in the command verb. And in this case, it's damir mustatir taqdiruhu anta. Taqdiruhu means assuming or it's pointing that it's showing that this command is for a male singular. Now, one may ask, how do you know it's pointing to male singular? So there are structures in fail amr. So this fail amr is without any addition of the letters. So this is for the male singular. When you see addition of the ya, this letter shows for feminine singular. And this is the ya mukhatiba, called the ya mukhatiba for the feminine singular. What happens when the dual comes? The aliful isnan is added. What happens when the male plural comes? The waw al jama is added. What happens when feminine plural comes? The noonun niswa comes, and then the previous letter will have a sukoon. So all these added letters or the pronouns will tell you to whom the command is given to. So in this case, the command is given to a male singular. Taqdiru. In Arabic, you say taqdiruhu ant. So al-mu'minin maf'ulun bihi. So that's why mu'minin is in maf'ul bihi position. So don't get confused that where is the file. In fa'il amr, always the file is hidden. So in case if there is a ya here, what will you say in file? What will be your eraab? Your eraab will be damir mustatir taqdiruhu anti. If there is an alif muthanna added, what will be your i'rab? Damir mustatir taqdiruhu huma. Sorry, not huma, but tuma, means the male plural in front of you, because you cannot command to the people who are not in front of you, who are not present in front of you, and you cannot command to yourself. So only the verbs will come, pronouns will come for the mukhatibs. What happens when a waw is added? You will say damir mustatirun taqdiruhu tum, means male plural, and likewise. So let's see the next i'rab of majroor case. Now this is an example of ism inna mansoob case. Let's check. Innal munafiqina. You can see the ya, and what is the position coming after inna? So it's simple. It's an ism inna position. Humul fasiqun. Now who can who can remember why whom has come here in between al munafiqin and al fasiqun? And what is the reason this extra damir has come between the khabar and the ism inna? Simple. If you remember, this is damir fasl. Why does it come? For emphasis. And another reason for coming is when the khabar is marifa. It comes to separate it from the mubtada, to tell you that it's not mubtada, it is khabar. So now inna harf tawqid wa nasb, al munafiqin ism inna mansoob wal alamatu nasbihi al ya. You have to say this. Why it is in nasb position? Because you can see the ya, because it's a Jama muzakkar Salem. Hum damir fasl imad, it can be called imad also, la mahallahu min al i'rab. And فاسقون is خبر إن مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الواو لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. So it's easy. Let's check the i'rab of majroor cases. In this sentence, you will see the idafa construction. أنا أول العابدين. So أول العابدين is an idafa, and أنا is in the position of mubtada since it's a jumla ismiya. So أنا is ضمير مبني في محل رفع مبتدا. أول is خبر مرفوعا وعلامة رفعه الضمة لأنه مفرد. Now أول can be, it is a خبر definitely, but it's also a mudaf to abidin. And al-abidin is jama muzakkar, as you can see the ya, and it's in mudaf ilayhi position. So you can say khabar wa mudaf for awwal. And even if you say khabar, it's okay, still correct. And if you add mudaf, it is also okay and correct. Al-abidin mudaf ilahi majrurun wa alamatu jarrihi. What is the alama? The ya. The ya tells you that it's a jama muzakkar and it's in majroor case. So you can differentiate between the mansoob and majroor case by checking the position in the sentence. The next one is lakinnani. Lakinna is another sister of inna, so we will do inshallah about the inna and sisters. Lakinnani, so this lakinna is added with the ya mutakallim. Lakinna is added with noon al-wiqaya and the ya mutakallim. So if you remember, why does noon al-wiqaya comes in? Noon al-wiqaya comes in to protect the fatha of the noon. So this noon will take the kasra because the ya is coming. So it will take the kasra and it will protect the fatha of the lakinna noon, the letter of the lakinna noon. And now let's see. لكنني رسول من رب العالمين. So lakinna is harf nasb and it's not called harf tawqid because inna is alone the particle which comes for emphasis. Other sisters of inna are not harf tawqid. Remember that it's only harf nas. لكن حرف نصب الياء ضمير مبني في محل نصب اسم لكن. Why اسم لكن has come? Because the sister of inna has been used, so it is no longer اسم inna, it's اسم لكن. Then rasulun is khabar lakinna and it's mufrad. Why? It's having a dhamma. Min harf jar and Rabbi falls in ism majroor position. It's singular because you can see the visible kasra. Then alamin. So you can see the difference. The lam has a fatha. So it is from alam. Mudaf ilahi and it's in jar position with the ya because it's mulhaq. Remember the alam, alamun, alamin. It's from the mulhaq bi Jama muzakkar Salem. So you have to give your answer and proofs together. This is a simple eraab and very easy. Rabbuka a'lamu bil mufsidin. So now you can easily recognize the Jama Muzakkars and the positions. So Rab is Mubtada. Since you can see the Dhamma, it's singular and it's in Marfu position. The Kaf, Damir added with Rab. Remember the pronoun which comes, which is attached with a noun falls under is idafa. For it does make an idafa with a noun and the pronoun falls in mudaf ilayhi position. So it's damir mabni fi mahalla jar mudaf ilayhi. A'lamu is khabar. Since Rabbu has come as mubtada, so we'll search for the khabar after the mubtada. So a'lamu is khabar marfun wa lamatu raf'ihi damma li'annahu mufrad. Ba harf jar and you know after harf jar it's ism majroor. So mufsidin with the ya, you can see it's ism majroor with in the position of jar with ya li'annahu jama muzakkar salim. This is the last section of the video with inna and its sisters, harf tawqid wa nasb inna and akhawatuha harf nasb. Inna is the only particle that comes for emphasis. That's why it is called harf tawqid wa nasb. And in all the Arabs, whenever you come across the Arab of inna, you will see this explanation harf tawqid wa nasb because it makes the noun into nasb and it gives the emphasis. That's why it's said harf tawqid because it's the only particle that makes emphasis in the sentence. And other sisters are called harf nasb. Whenever you give the era for the sisters of inna, you should not write harf tawqid wa nasb but harf nasb because they come only as a particle and it follows the rules. They all follow the rules of inna and it comes only as a particle. So let's check the sisters of inna. Let's see the sisters of inna. First of all, inna, as we know, it means indeed, surely, indeed, anything you can say. The next is anna. As we came across in the Arab, anna means that. Later means wish, and as I've already explained about later, I think later it means the wish of impossible wish that cannot be granted. And la'alla means so that. Lalla is for wish or that is in positive. La'alla, perhaps. You can translate it as perhaps. So that. Lakinna, but. It's spelled as lakinna, but there is no alif in between. But still we say as lakinna. Ka'anna with this kaf at-tashbih means as if. So let's check how all these sisters are added with the pronoun ya mutakallim. So let's check in this table adding the sister inna and sisters of inna with ya mutakallim. So here in this example, you see inna can be added directly with the ya mutakallim as inni, and you can also add with a noon al-wiqaya to protect the fatha of the noon. So it can be inni and innani. Anna can also be added with noon al-wiqaya, anni or annani. So there are examples here. Inni rasulun min rabbil alamin, as we did before. وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. And anni and annani, you can see here. Nabi ibadi anni anal ghafurur rahim. And Laita is the sister of Inna, which cannot be added directly with the ya mutakallims. So it has to be added with the noon al-biqaya. So this noon, when comes, it protects the fatha of the ta and takes the kasra before the ya. So it becomes laytani. So this you can find in Quran in Surah Naba, the last ayah, ya laytani kuntu turaban. So you can see this laytani. So it's an impossible wish. The kafirs will say, ya laytani kuntu turaba. We hope that we are dust, but they cannot be. They have to be in the hellfire. They have to taste the adab. So it is an impossible wish. They cannot be dust. And now we see la'alla. So la'alla can be directly added with la'alli. So there is no noon al-wiqaya for la'alla. It can be directly added and the lam can take the kasra. Lakinna should like it can take the noon al-wiqaya, or it can be directly added to the ya mutakallim as lakinnani or lakinni and lakinnani. Both can be used in the structure. Then ka'anna can be used with ya mutakallim directly and with noon al-wiqaya. Ka'anni or ka'annani. So this is how it's added with the ya mutakallim and noon al-wiqaya. Check the eraab with ka'annahum lu'lu'um maknoon. And lot of erabs we did before, so there's no point of going back and doing it again. So here is an example of ka'anna. It's added with the damir hum. So here you can see ka'anna harf nasikh. Why is it called nasikh? Nasikh means changing. They bring a change in mubtada. So that's why they are called harf nasikh. So ka'anna harf nasikhun, or you can say harf nasb. Hum damir mabni fi mahall nasb. Why is it in nasb? Because it's in the position of ism ka'anna. So the sister you will use, you will say ism so and so, ism la'alla, ism layta, or ism lakinna, likewise. Lu'lu'um khabar ka'anna. As you know, it's in marfu case. It will do the same job of inna. مكنون. مكنون is صفة مرفوعة وعلامة رفعها الضمة لأنه مفرد. Now, why is it called a Jama muzakkar? Since many of you have seen this, wow. But what is the sign? If any of you can make out the sign, it's not a Jama muzakkar. How will you know? Very, very minute detail. If you pay attention on, if I can take my pen, if you pay attention on this tanween, if this noun was a Jama muzakkar, then this noon would have had a fatha over it. But this noon has a tanween. This tanween is the proof that this noun maknoon is a mufrad singular nakira noun, not a Jama muzakkar. By seeing the wow and noon, you should not get confused. Always check the haraka. The Jama muzakkar noon zaida always have a fatha over it, not tanween the matin. So you should always pay attention on the haraka. So be careful of the noun or the word. Maknoon is a mufrad noun ending with waw and noon because it's the spelling of the noun, not the suffix of Jama muzakkar. So you should always pay attention on all the nouns coming in the sentence. Let's do another example on lakinna. وَلَكِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِّنْهُمْ فَاسِقُونَ. So it's easy. Lakinna, and then after lakinna the noun comes, it's in mansub. So this is definitely our ism lakinna, right? Minhum fasiqun. So let's see. Lakinna harf nasikh, you can say harf nasb also. Kathiran ism lakinna, it's in mansub. Alama is nasb. Why? Because you can see clear visible fatha over it. And if it has a fatha, it's mufrad, right? I mean, it's a nakira noun because there is a fatha then. Min harf jar, and the damir added to harf jar is in the position of ism majroor. And now fasiqun, now you can make out it's a jama muzakkar. How? The noon has a fatha over it. So this tells us it's a jama muzakkar salim. Khabar lakinna marfu'an, it is in marfu. Alama is raf, but how do you know it's in marfu? With the waw. لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. Here is an example of an eraab to just show you how you should do the eraab of noon al-wiqaya. So how to conjugate that extra noon, or you can say noon al-wiqaya. Innani bara'un. So the noon al-wiqaya has come with the inna and the ya mutakallim. So inna harf tawkid wa nasb. Ni the noon al-wiqaya. You have to say noon al-wiqaya. Also, you can say in English noon of prevention. It prevents the inna from getting a fatha. It cannot be as in ni. Now, the ya mutakallim has come. Damirun mabniyun fi mahall nasb ism inna. And bara'un is khabar inna marfu'un wa alamatu rafihi damma li'annahu mufrad. It's the simple conjugation. Let's do the exercises. Now the first question in the first exercise is how will or how will. So as I discussed and mentioned before, the command, how will you know the command is for male and female? The structure. Here you can see the ya mukhatiba. So this is how will for command for female and how will is command for male. You have to change al-mufrad ila jama muzakkar salim. You have to change singular to jama muzakkar, and cases in all three cases marfu, mansub and majroor. So let's check. The first one is qanita. So qanitun, qanitun and qanitin. Then khashi'un, khashi'una and khashi'ina, and in majroor it's khashi'in. Zakir, zakir is the one who mentions, and khashi' is the one who fears, and qanit is the pious one. Hafiz is the protector. So hafizun, I mean zakir, I was in zakir. Zakir, the one who mentioned, it is ismun fa'il, comes from the verb zakara. And khashi also is an ismun fa'il. All are, I think, ismun fa'il here, all coming from the verb kanata, qanata, khasha'a, zakara, hafiza. So zakirun, zakirin and zakirin in majroor case is the same. Mutasaddiq means it's ismun maful, the one who is honest. So it mutasaddiq, mutasaddiqun, mutasaddiqin and mutasaddiqin. Muftari. So now you have to apply the rule when the weak letter ya comes. So let's see. Muftari, muftarun, muftareen and muftareen. So the rule is just to delete the weak letter ya. Akhar means the the another. Akhara means the another. And akhara is used for male. And what is it used for feminine? Ukhra, with the alif makhsura at the end. So akhara, akharun, pay attention on the spelling. Akharun, akharin, and akharin in majroor case. Akhir, this means last. So akhirun, there is a kasra below the kha. Akhirun, and this alif with a long mud means it has to be prolonged. Akhirun, akhirin, and akhirin in majroor case. Awwal, awwalun, awwalin, and awwalin. Sahir. Now all these muftari, akhir, akhar, and akhir, awwal, they are not from ismun fa'il. Now comes again the ismun fa'il. Sahir. Sahir comes from sihr, means the magic. Sahara, and shafi comes from shafa. Shafa means to give, the one who gives shifa. And shakir comes from shakara, means the one who gives thanks. Nasir comes from nasara, means the one who helps. So let's see. Sahir, all are ending with the sahi letter, so it will follow the simple rule of Jama Muzakkar, adding the suffix only. Sahirun, sahirin, sahirin. Shafi'un, shafi'in, shafi'in. Shakirun, shakirin, then shakirin. Nasirun, nasirin, and nasirin. Let's go to the next question. Now let's check the next question. Da'i means means to put. Khattan, underline. Tahta jam' muzakkar salim means under the jama muzakkar only. So let's first read the sentence and let's see where is jama muzakkar salim. Innal muslimina wal muslimati wal mu'minina wal mu'minati والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والحافظين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما. So this is our first sentence. Let's see where is the Jama Muzakkar. So let's mark where is Jama Muzakkar. So now all these are in Mansub case. Why? Just because of the harf tawqeed. So Muslimin, we have a first Jama Muzakkar. Muslimina. Muslimat, this is Jama Muannas. So we are just searching for Jama Muzakkar. Al-Mu'minin, it's all in nas because of inna. And Mu'minat is Muannas. Qanitin, it's the Jama Muzakkar. Qanitat is the Muannas. Sadiqeen for the males, Sadiqat for feminines, Sabirin, Sabirat is for feminine, Khashi'een, Khashi'at is for feminine, Mutasaddiqeen, it's Jama Muzakkar, Mutasaddiqat is for feminine, Sa'imin is for males, Sami'at is for feminine, وحافظين for males, and فروجهم وحافظات والذاكرين, it's for males. Then والذاكرات is for feminine. لهم مغفرة أجر عظيم. So we have all the Jama Muzakkars here. Let's check the next ayah from Kahf. المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا. So al-malu wal-banun, we have banun, and this is from the category of mulhaq. coming from ibn. So it's from mulhaq, banun. Now let's see. All the others are feminine. ضرب الله مثلا للذين كفروا امرأة نوح وامرأة لوط كانتا تحت عبدين من عبادنا صالحين فخانتاهما فلم يغنيا عنهما من الله شيئا وقيل ادخلا النار مع الداخلين. So let's check where is Jama Muzakkar. كفروا امرأة نوح وامرأة لوط كانت تحت عبدين. Is it Jama Muzakkar? Who remembers the structure of duals? There is a sukoon and there should be a fatha. So this is from the duals, not Jama Muzakkar. Min ibadina salihain. This is also duals, not Jama Muzakkar. Be very careful with the harakas. فخانتهما. Then فلم يغنيا عنهما من الله شيئا وقيل ادخلا النار. It is said to them to enter the nar مع الداخلين. So this is our Jama Muzakkar coming from the verb dakhala. Dakhil is the one who enters, and dakhilin Jama Muzakkar Salim, and it is in ism majroor. Why? Because of the harf jar. So let's check another question. Now I have given here the answers. So let's do it. ترجم وترجمي إلى الإنجليزية. So now let's see. الظالمون في النار. الظالمون في النار. The wrongdoers are in the hellfire. And الناس راقعون. So annas is the people. Raqi'un means to prostrate. So the people are prostrating, or they are the prostrators. Raqi'un is the Jama Muzakkar Salim. Zalimun is also Jama Muzakkar Salim. Al-mu'minuna hafizuna li hududillah. So the believers are hafizun, protectors of the li hududillah means the limits of Allah. And now let's see, ha'ula'i minas sadiqin. Those are from the truthful. Sadiqin also Jama Muzakkar, it's an ism majroor position. Rasuluna minan nabiyyin al-mustafain. So is this a Jama Muzakkar? Yes, it's from Jama Muzakkar. Can you see the structure and why the fa is having a fatha? Remember, Mustafa, the singular has alif makhsura. So those nouns which have alif makhsura will remain intact with the fatha, the last letter, when the alif makhsura gets deleted. So our messenger is from the chosen prophets. Let's check another question. حولي من المفرد إلى جمع مذكر. So you have to change it from singular to جمع مذكر. الرجل المتقي صادق. So here is متقي. Remember the noun with the ya. So how do you make into jama? So rajul is the plural of rajul is in broken plural. It's rijal. And al-muttaqun, it will, from muttaqi it will be muttaqun, the ya will be deleted, and sadiqun, sadiq and sadiqun. So if the mubtada is changed, so the khabar will also change in number. هذا فاسق كافر. So هذا is our jumla ismiya, and هذا is mubtada, and we have to make it into plural. So the moment mubtada is changed to plural, so our khabar will also be in plural. So fasiqun kafirun, we have two khabars here giving two information about the person. Haula'i fasiqun kafirun. Anta al-a'la. Remember, this is from the special nouns ending with the alif makhsura. Anta al-a'la Ya mu'min, a'la means high position. And antumul a'lawna. So the fatha will remain intact. The weak letter alif makhsura will be deleted and the fatha will be there. So a'lawna ya mu'minun. And why dhamma is given on the meme? Because of the tajweed rules. Because antum meme has a sukoon, and this here lam will also have a sukoon since it has a lam at tarif. So when two sukoons meet, the first sukoon is deleted, and sometimes kasra is given and sometimes the dhamma is given regarding the pronouns with which it is coming. Rahmu yarhamur rahimun. So ar-rahimun yarhamuhumur rahmanu. So here ar-rahmu. So ar-rahimun is simple. It's changed into waw wa noon because it's in marfu case. Yarhamhu. Yarhamhu is the verb. It's the present tense verb with the damir. Yarhamuhum. So the damir is changed, not the verb. The damir is changed from singular to plural, but the damir is in ghaib, so it will remain in the plural ghaib. Ar-Rahman. So let's check another question. Ma eraab jama muzakkar salim fi ayat taliya means what is the eraab of the jama muzakkar salim in these ayahs. So first of all, let's see where is a jama muzakkar. So in the first sentence we have waj'al waj'alli lisana sidqin fil akhirin. So our jama muzakkar is akhirin. So can you see the kasra below the kha? So it's akhirin means the last. So it's in which position? Since it is after harf jar, it's in ism majroor position. So you need to give your proof and that it's a jama muzakkar salim. وَاغْفِرْ لِي أَبِي إِنَّهُ كَانَ مِنَ الضَّالِّينَ. So this is our Jama Muzakkar Salim. It is after harf jar, so this is also ism majroor with ya because it's a Jama Muzakkar. وَأَنْتُمْ سَامِدُونَ. This is our Jama Muzakkar. وَأَنْتُمْ. So this is Jumla Ismiya, Mubtada and Khabar. So khabarun marfoon raf'ihi al-waw, it is jama muzakkar salim. Inna allaha yuhibbul mutawakkilin. Inna allaha yuhibbul mutawakkilin. If one sees that it's ism inna sentence, then why is it in mansub? Because up till here the sentence of inna finishes. Now when the verb came, your jumla failure started. So you will apply the rule of jumla failure. So fail plus file is hidden in it, and maf'ulun bihi. So al-mutawakkilin with the ya is in maf'ulun bihi position with the ya because it's a jama muzakkar salim. وَذَلِكَ جَزَاءُ الظَّالِمِينَ. So this is an idafa. ذَلِكَ, this is an jumla ismiya, mubtada. So this is in khabar position. So and ظالمين is in mudaf ilayhi. So it's in mudaf ilayhi, majroor, walamatu jarrihi al-ya because it's jama muzakkar. ألا إنهم هم المفسدون ولكن لا يشعرون. So this is our fail. We are not looking for the fail, but we are looking for the nouns only. So humul mufsidun. This is our noun, jama muzakkar, and how is it in khabar inna position? Let's see. Innahum. So this is in ism position, ism inna. Humul is damir fasl and this falls in khabar. If there is an ism inna, we have our khabar inna. So Now this is in khabar position. Khabar inna, it's in marfu. Why? We can see the waw because it's Jama muzakkar. Now let's check the other part of this question. وَنَطْمَعُ أَنْ يُدْخِلَنَا رَبُّنَا مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الصَّالِحِينَ. قَوْمِ الصَّالِحِينَ. So where is the Jama muzakkar? Here. So what is the position here? So now let's see. An yudkhilana. Now this an is different from anna. This noon is with sukoon, and this an is not from the sisters of inna, but it comes with the verbs which makes the present tense into mansub case. So this is something that we will learn in the third level, inshallah. وَنَطْمَعُ أن يدخلنا ربنا مع القوم الصالحين. So this is harf jar مع القوم الصالحين. What kind of qawm is this? صالحين. So this is in sifa position and it is with the ya and it is Jama muzakkar salim. Sifa, that is majroor, in majroor because of the harf jar. وَلَدَارُ الْآخِرَةِ خَيْرٌ وَلَنِعْمَ دَارُ الْمُتَّقِينَ. So Darul Muttaqin, this is idafa and this is in mudaf ilayhi position. So it's mudaf ilayhi with the ya because it's Jama muzakkar. Innal muslimina wal muslimat wal mu'minina wal mu'minat. So our Jama muzakkar is in ism inna mansoob. So muslimina, the first one is ism inna and it's in mansoob because it's with ya, is Jama muzakkar. But what about the other one? Wal mu'minin, it's after the waw atf. What is the rule of waw atf? That it follows the same eraab that is before the waw. So before the waw it was mansoob. And what is the noun called after the atf? It's called ma'tuf and it's in mansoob because it is following the same i'rab. Walamatu nasb with ya and because it's Jama muzakkar salim. So this is all the i'rabs about the Jama muzakkar. It's really very easy, inshallah. If you repeat the grammar rules again and again, inshallah, it will be easy for you. End of the lesson. Alhamdulillah, I have completed on Jama muzakkar whatever was there with Jama muzakkar and with the innas. Everything is completed in this lesson. Now inshallah my next video will be on Jama muannas. So inshallah till then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.